July came and it was so hot. So we spent our days enjoying our new property, going to the swimming hole, and staying in the cabins during the heat of the day because it was just too hot to be outside. And it was so fun to see our property through a new light. Everything was all green. There were so many new plants growing. Experiencing all of the summer beauty of our place for the very first time. It was so special, and it brought back memories of our first farm when I was about 7 years old, and I remember finding all of the little nooks and crannies and the late nights of working and cutting wood, and it was just really sweet to look back on and to see my younger siblings and nieces and nephews experience the same thing, and I wonder exactly what parts of this they will remember and what their memories will be. The boys started working on clearing a lot of dead trees out, clearing out trees where we did not want them, like this one that would be in the way of our front gate, and just cleaning things up a bit because it hadn't been worked on for years, and storing up some firewood for the winter.
No, don't fall. He's gonna fall. Ah! There he went. He's just chilling.
Ryan and I made the habit of going on a walk almost every day, only avoiding the very hot days, and it was so fun to see all of the flowers and new insects and landscape and all of it. It was just so beautiful, and a lot of the flowers and things we had seen before, but a lot of the plants were new to us, and so we had a lot of fun looking them up and trying to find them. We found wild blueberries, which we were so excited. We have a few plants, and I have planned to hopefully propagate those probably next year. I had thought I would do it this year, but I forgot to mark where the blueberries were and wasn't able to find them when they hibernated for winter. We also had a bunch of gooseberries, and these are so good. The only time I'd had gooseberries is one time we made a gooseberry pie with gooseberries from a friend, and they were still green and they did not taste good at all. Nobody really liked the gooseberry pie either. So it was really fun to have actual gooseberries and to eat these. I'm not sure what this is, but it was purple and orange, and so I had to take a little video of it because it reminded me of my mom, and our favorite colors are purple and orange. And then we saw this really cool insect. If you guys know any of the names of these insects and plants, I would love to hear them. Because we know some of them, but a lot of them are new to us.
It's right here, Haya. You can't.
This was really fun. We had been enjoying a lot of the sassafras root to make into tea and ice cream, which was so good. It tasted like a root beer float. But then I was doing some research on them, and I found they actually produce fruit. And this is when they were really small, so it's kind of hard to see. But I thought that was interesting because the fruit is actually poisonous. But they produce fruit. And that's really cool.
Right. What?
I went to a
There.
flower well, and that's how I found
Sassafras fruit.
Oh, it's still here. Can you video it before it goes away?
Okay, just quickly and then come.
Butterflies landed on it. That's perfect.
You want carried?
Yeah.
Woo.
Another thing I learned that I thought was very interesting and just very cool of our creator. Apparently, berries like raspberries, blackberries, those sort of plants, they produce way more fruit during really hot summers because they know there might be a drought. And so they're trying to produce extra seed so that they have a better chance of starting new plants. I thought that was really cool because I remember one summer when I was little, that it was an extremely hot year, but us girls were all amazed by all the berries on our blackberry plants out in the pasture. And we kept going out there and picking them, but then we'd get too tired of the heat and go back inside. And we were just like, too bad it's so hot because there's so many berries this year, not knowing that that was why there were so many berries.
Poison ivy? Julie.
They say that the cure is always growing next to the cause, and this is the closest I had ever seen. The poison ivy and the dual weed were literally touching.
they just cut out all of this, and now you can actually see the bridge.
At the beginning of the summer, we got 2 ice cream makers that were electric, and that was so helpful because the cabins are pretty small and nobody wanted to be in there all day. So the ice cream was a nice way to cool down. We spent a lot of time clearing different areas and adding gravel, and this area ended up being very nice to have gravel. We used it as a summer fire pit area. We'd have a campfire here and just a lot of camp chairs, and it's been a very nice space to have. Because of how we're living, it's kind of hard to know what to share because it's hard to have a space that I can share the videos that I'm used to sharing. And so I decided I'm gonna try to take you guys along for real life as much as possible. So I want to share a lot of our meals because a lot of what we were doing, especially then, just making a lot of food. That was kind of our job, is we make food and try to get things picked up. There's not really much else to do other than crafting. I've been doing some of that. Lots of knitting. But anyway, I thought I would take you along to show you how we're making meals right now, because it's definitely not off-grid, but it's a lot more makeshift, and we've been using a lot of camp griddles and propane burners that are for camping. So it's kind of like a camping setup all the time. Though you will see an exciting addition in, I think, August. to our cooking setup. I kind of just been videoing as much as I can as I go, and I didn't know how I was going to edit, but I decided to do it month by month until I catch up, and then hopefully I can figure out some more regular videos. But also, I just have been enjoying this kind of like monthly compilation. Goodness, I cannot say that word right now. Anyway, it's just been really fun to look back, and it's also a lot more relaxing way to video. And yeah, so today I am making one of our favorites. This is Sue Becker's recipe for millet mac, and it is so good. We make it a lot. It's especially good with some smoked or grilled chicken on the side. And you can bake this, but a lot of times we just serve it as is, kind of like a creamy rice side dish. But I will leave the recipe in the caption because it is very good and you should try it. We love it. I multiplied this recipe by 4 because I was feeding 18 people this day. You start this recipe by sauteing your onions in olive oil, and you cook them until they're tender and a bit caramelized. Then you add all of your spices, let that cook for a minute, and then you add your millet and keep toasting that until some of the millet will start to pop and it smells really good, like a warm grain. It smells very good. Then you add the water and then cover it and cook until the millet is done. Then you will add your cream cheese and cheddar cheese. we continued making trips back to our other place every once in a while when we could find time to pack up some more stuff. And while we were there, we also picked some apples and pears and canned those. And you may remember I shared a video about thrifting while on vacation, and I forgot to share all of the things I found there. I shared the pottery I shared, but not the books and other things. So I thought I'd share that here. And I was so excited because a lot of these books were on my list, like the Troy Nesbitt books. There were 3 of those, all for about $1 each. And the Indian Mummy Mystery is one I read when I was about 11, and I loved it so much. It was one of my favorites. I loved it a lot. So I was excited to find that because I had lost my copy. I don't know what happened to it. And so I found that one. I found a book by Bess Streeter Aldrich, another favorite author of mine. I found The Italian Twins, which is part of a series that I read when I was younger on Kindle. And I loved it so much because it introduced me to different countries, and every one of the stories is about twins, which is kind of funny. But anyway, I learned a lot about the different countries and I loved it. So I was excited to actually find one of these books out in the wild because I've only seen them online. So I was excited to start that collection. And Mrs. Mike, a great book. I love it. The movie's great as well. K by Mary Roberts Rinehart. I loved that book so much. Well, I love this author a lot. And I know she's known mostly for her mysteries, but I prefer her other books actually. Though she is a great writer, so I like a lot of her stories. But this one, K by Mary Roberts Rinehart, was so good. Oh, and these are all of the washcloths I made in the last video that, again, I forgot to include this clip there because I made this video of all of them in the daylight later, so I forgot to put that in that video. But they all turned out really nicely, and it was nice to use up some stash yarn, especially right before moving. Dad got these lights online and it just completely transformed the space, and now we all joke that our place looks like a party barn when you drive up to it, and it's very cozy and it's nice to have those lights, especially in the evening, and not so much now that it's getting cold in the evenings, but in the summertime it would get cooler in the evenings and we all wanted to spend time outside while it was not blistering hot, and so this helped us to be able to be outside more.
You want one too?
You put it in here. You put it here.
I'll pick one for you, Haya. They look like in the Morning Glory family. You see they're a vine? You have the flower. Here, look. Do you like your flower? Smile!
Hey, wait, show me the flower. Show me the flower.
We were gradually making improvement on our bathroom, which was very exciting. It's nice to have an actual bathroom. And we have tile, which just made it feel so much nicer in there. And it's just nice to have an actual bathroom. That was a huge improvement. It was very exciting to have. I thought of this analogy that just made me laugh. Our farm is like a video game. You know, like those farming games that they have? It's like what our farm is. Like, you have to save up and eventually you get to buy a new stove or a new floor, and yay, you get walls, and you just make these little improvements over time. And you get to level up as you go. And I don't know why, that analogy just made me laugh, and it made it seem like even more fun to be making these little improvements. But it's funny because all of these little improvements we talk about and people are like very excited about that. I'm like, yeah, it's awesome. So comparing it to like a video game just seems to fit because we're excited about things like faucets and tile in the bathroom and adding another wall or adding insulation to the bathroom and then adding on metal and adding party lights. It's just really fun. And our first new animal to the farm is Rolly. We have this little kitten that our friends gave us, and he is just so precious. Everybody loves him and love carrying him around, petting him. He's just adorable.
Hello, kitty.
He was sleeping on his head.
Ow! That means great stuff.
In the summer, we got up early, about 6 or 7-ish, to avoid the heat. And now that it's winter, we're kind of sleeping and doing the opposite to avoid the cold, the extreme cold. Not much later, but maybe about an hour later than normal, because we don't like extreme temperatures. So I got up about 6 something this morning and made my bed.
London. Good morning. Okay, what are you making? But for the little girl, how are you doing?
Then I have tried to make the habit of doing a load of laundry every day. I haven't been doing as much lately, but I had been doing it well at that point. Doing a load of laundry. Everybody kind of gets up at their own time and sits outside for a little bit. Since I was not making breakfast or coffee this morning, I started with my laundry and then had breakfast when it was ready.
Yep. It'll be done in just a little bit.
Yeah, you can have one when they're done.
This is mine.
You'll have to pick one out once they're done. You want that one?
Can you get back a little bit? I don't want to accidentally splatter you. You said you wanted the white one.
Okay, she made enough pink ones that everyone that wants a pink one can have one, okay? Are the pancakes yummy, guys? Yeah? Are you done, Leah? This just shows how humid it is. These look like they just came out of the fridge. But they've been just on the shelves. Yeah. Are you washing your shoes, Haya?
Yeah, I'm washing them. There is both muddy puddles.
There are some puddles there.
That's a muddy puddle.
That is a muddy puddle. It's a little baby puddle.
Cute.
Haya, are you standing on sand?
I'm washing my shoes.
Good job.
It's a muddy puddle.
Do you like muddy puddles?
This is not muddy puddle.
Yeah, that one's not muddy, but the one that London's in is muddy.
Mine is muddy. And mine was not muddy.
So normally after that time, like the first morning thing, I either do some sewing or knitting, reading. Today I spent that doing a bunch of laundry. So I got several loads done. I just took down all of the laundry. because it started sprinkling, so I didn't hang up the extra load. And we're out of room on the inside line. So it still isn't raining yet, but it's still sprinkling every once in a while, so I don't really want to put up laundry yet. So instead, while the girls make lunch, because sometimes I would help with lunch as well. Today, Ryan and Lily are making sushi. So I am going to just read. I got this book at the thrift store. It's a little bit of a loose spine. It's not in the best condition, but it's in pretty good condition, just loose. For like $1, it's K by Mary Roberts Reinhardt. And I'm really excited to read this one. So I'm going to sit out here because it's a really nice breeze. I'm going to do some reading. It keeps messing with me. It's starting to sprinkle faster, so I may not last long out here. This place messes with me because it's like, because we're down in a valley, we either have really hot temperatures, sometimes some really humid weather, or like occasional days like today when it's about to rain, it feels like fall. And to add to the illusion, leaves are falling from trees. Just like here and there and stuff, but it's making me really want fall. And I'm like, it's not time for fall, not time for fall, just be patient. But I'm really excited for fall. There's a baby? Oh, it's pretty? In a minute, she's looking at pretty cows. We'll catch up. Do you see a cow? Say cow.
Cow.
Go moo.
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 Wah.
Yeah?
Wah.
Cow? What do cows say? Do cows go moo?
Moo.
Good job.
Hiya.
Hiya? You want to go with Hiya? Okay, let's go. Halia was saying hi. Are you coming with us? Okay. Leah, can you say hi?
Hi.
Go cheese. Yeah? Love. Kiss.
Come on, Bill. Let's go. So, the cactus. Yeah, the cactus.
What are we doing, London?
Cactus. Cactus. Cactus.
No, what did you say before that? Where are we going?
Cactus. Too big. Too big.
You said we're going. You said we're going on a.
Get. No. We're gonna go pick cactus.
Ah! Ouch!
Trip.
And we're going on a trip. Woohoo! That's great.
We're not. No. We have a good trip.
That is wild garlic or onion, Naomi. I don't know exactly.
Can I eat it?
Let's not.
Mom said it was a tree.
Yeah, it's some kind of onion, but let's not eat Anna because just in case. Well, look at these ferns.
Hey, wait. Naomi, you hold up the. I just saw something. You hold this up.
Look. They're so soft and like stiff though too. And then and then there's these
Oh,
ones.
they're blackberries, Nay. There isn't any fruit on it.
I'm gonna press them. These.
See this? We built up
Ouch.
here.
It's very prickly.
I'll give you the-
Yeah, like I made this little stone wall. It's pretty cute. Sassafras. They're everywhere. Now that we know how to identify them, because I had only seen them like once or twice before that. I see them. There's one here. There's one right there. There's one right here. There's two boys right there.
Who is that? What is it?
It's me.
What is
There's one. There's one. It's sassafras. There's another. That rock is so cool. And I was just telling Judah. A fort. For the boys, they would make a fort. But when I was little, my sisters and I would have used that as a tea party bench and a picnic rock. Because we actually did that before in our pasture. So I know we would use that one.
If you clear away the brush, then you could build a fort.
You could. I'm trying to get to sunset, but I think we're gonna miss that.
Maybe. Should be just up ahead. I'm gonna go find it.
You get on our property.
Top of the hill with me and see the sunset. Hey Naomi, I think you dropped one here. Did you pick it up?
Where? Well, they're not edible. Oh, yeah.
Here, let's see.
Not everybody. They're really pretty ones.
They're kind of shaggy.
Oh, look. These might be,
Right here, Azariah.
Dragon.
But small enough. What are they, Naomi?
I forgot.
Chanterelles.
Malachi found them yesterday, but he didn't know what they were, and he wanted to show them to me when we were on the walk, and I was pretty sure they were chanterelles. And Mom said they are. So. And there's a lot of babies up there, Mom, that I made sure they didn't run over them. So we've got chanterelles. You excited, Haya?
Can I see it?
We've got to wash them and cook them, and then you can have some in the morning, okay? So we're going to cook them in the morning.
Hey, I thought we were going to eat them today.
Well, we might.
Good.
I've never seen so many pretty girls in my life. You are dancing with the only handsome girl in the room. She is the most.
Joe.
Can you say Sandy? Say Sandy's a good girl. Say good girl.
Is Sandy a good girl?
Go.
Girl.
Go.
Joe. You see Joe?
Go.
Joe. Do you love Sandy? Go. Go.
Say Sandy. Say Sandy. She's whistling for her. Say Sandy. 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 Come here, baby. Come here, good girl. Oh, she's a pretty girl.
Push the roots up and stuff.
Yeah, you kind of chop up the roots really tiny, and then you boil them in water to make like a tea. And then you add like cinnamon, ginger, allspice, wintergreen leaves, things like that. And then you you ferment it so it gets all bubbly, and then you have root beer.
And then you just eat it?
Yeah, you can drink it. What? Talking about root beer. And edible leaves.
That feels like chocolate.
It what?
Yeah, my boot feels like chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah.
Ew. Who gave you chocolate?
I got stuck in here.
You did? How did you get stuck?
I was sitting in here and then I got stuck in here.
What's that?
A box? It's my tongue peeking out.
Is your toe peeking out?